Welcome to Financial Health, a 5-minute conversation with Jason Weier of Weier Wealth Management, focusing on your current and future financial goals. This is Financial Health on WOMT.
Welcome to Financial Health. It's WOMT 1240 AM 1079 FM, and we do podcast each and every episode. I have to remind you, listeners. And Jason, he's a wealth of knowledge. So
wealth of knowledge.
Thank you. There. Yeah, cehaferpodcast.com. As always, I am joined by my good friend Jason Weier. Jason, hope you're doing well.
Greetings to you.
Good start. All right, Jason.
No.
So let's.
I'm done with this then. That's the third week. I think it's third week in a row.
Okay.
Let's go back to the usual.
Jason, these past couple of weeks, we've been talking about stock investments and the transparency of them, easy accessibility, the what did you call it? The barrier to entry.
Barrier to entry. Very technical.
Entry.
Sorry about
yes.
that.
Barrier to entry.
College there.
But Jason, I wanted to now kind of dial it back. I can imagine you have a lot of clients. There's probably some that come to you and say, maybe stocks aren't for me.
Maybe not comfortable with that, right?
There we go. Maybe not comfortable with it right now, with high risk stuff. So what are some other avenues, Jason, that you might recommend?
So we just mentioned this before, right? Where most or a lot of the population, I think we said it was 58% is my memory.
Yes.
Okay. And you said, how do we get that to the next 100 or to the other 100?
Yeah, how do we talk to the 42%? Yeah.
My opinion is that, the bottom 10, the bottom 15, will never have the ability to do stock investing. So just by the nature of it. So then we try to reach that middle class then. And I think that's what it is maybe the unawareness of it or the uncomfortable nature of it. But you don't have to actually use the stock market all the time to build wealth. There's other options that we as financial advisors have. If you are a little bit lower risk, maybe, the guaranteed options these days are not that bad. Guaranteed options, depending on what vehicle we use, could yield 4.5%, 5%, even pay you 5.5% rate of return.
That sounds nice.
That's minimal risk using a stock market comparison. So there's other options out there. And when we talk to prospective clients or existing clients, we discuss what's the numerical value that you have for risk, starting on a number 1, super safe, to number 10, super risky. Kind of where are you? What number resonates with you?
Kind of like how a doctor would ask on a pain scale.
On a pain scale,
exactly,
right?
So they know how to treat you. Yeah. Exactly, very much so. Like, it's called financial health.
Financial health. So
yeah, definitely.
A lot of tie-in with that. So if we have an individual that says a 7, in that situation, we'll probably incorporate some fixed income, maybe some bonds, maybe some CDs, maybe some other safer investments to round out that portfolio.
To try to, again, as you said, round out the portfolio and take away that high risk when it comes to, say, maybe some of the stock investments there. So, but I really do have to drive in the fact, Jason, that we've talked about this over the last couple of weeks. There are decades of data about the stock market.
Yeah.
So listen to our past episodes on the stock market and stock investments, cehaferpodcast.com for all of that. But Jason, you were talking about other options, especially CDs. Now, that's one I'm seeing popping up a lot lately.
It's becoming more popular than what it used to be because of the rates right now. So we have a lot of individuals that have called our firm and they only have a 401k at their current company. If the public isn't aware of this, a lot of 401ks now offer a feature, and it's called an in-service rollover, meaning that you're not separated from that company, you're employed with that company. But in most cases, if you're 59 and a half years old, most plans allow you to roll out some of your money into a self-directed IRA, which is what we talk about. Wow. You're in charge of that IRA. So we can do a CD, we can do stocks, we can do a diversified portfolio.
Interesting, Jason. But again, I think this all boils down to, again, diversification and cater to the client. You got to, again, just figure out the risk tolerance.
With 401ks, you're limited. They only give you 10 or 12, maybe 13 options. So this in-service option allows you to get that money out of that 401k. You don't pay a fee. There's no taxes. And you're able to then direct it yourself or with hopefully, a financial advisor.
Exactly. And Jason, speaking of financial advisors, you're a wonderful one. If anybody has any questions for you about Weier Wealth Management, maybe, again, they have this portfolio and they want to maybe get a refresh or have somebody take a look at it.
Second opinion, we call it.
Well, it's a good
financial
way.
health, right?
Yeah.
Check the website, weierwealthmanagement.com. It's Weier, Weier. We have free analysis then, free second opinions, no obligation, of course. But then also the website does have a lot of tools and articles and podcasts.
Awesome. Jason, I'll chat with you next week. It's WOMT.
Securities offered through Advantax Investment Services, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Advantax Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Advantax Insurance Agency. Views and opinions presented in this podcast are those of Jason Weier and not of Advantax Wealth Management or subsidiaries. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Performance reference is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. This is a hypothetical example. This is not representative of any specific investment advice. Your results may vary.
Financial Health is heard every Monday at approximately 11:20 with Jason Weier of Weier Wealth Management. Learn more online at weierwealthmanagement.com. You're listening to WOMT Radio, a Sea Hafer broadcasting station.